Welcome back. You join me yet again as I risk my life in an underwater hole, which should really be the name of this series. Risking my life in an underwater slash hole.
Hull damage imminent.
Okay. I'll go back up. That's pretty bad. That's at 58% already. But she'll sit there without getting crushed. Yeah? Here I am back in this hole. If you're following along with the episodes, we have been here before. And the whole idea was that I would come back here once I had the sea moth and I had a base of operations a little lower in the world so that I wouldn't drown, or less likely to drown. No promises. First things first. Yes.
Efficiency decreased.
Indeed. I wish you wouldn't announce that every single time. I know you're trying to be helpful. Put the repair tool on and we'll give this a repair. That's all you have to do. As long as it has battery, the repair tool will save your bacon. Right, we have sea snakes, old mushroom snakes down here. Living in Australia, by the way, I can say definitively that that's one of them mushroom snakes, mate. That's what that is. We also have some cave crabs down here. Let's go have a look in this building. I'm really down here for another reason as well, which I'll explain in a moment.
Captain.
Because I'm also looking for... Oh, what's this? Thermal plant fragment. I didn't see this the last time we were down here. The things you miss. Do I just have the thermal plant now? That's super helpful. Here's the thing. A thermal plant will sit beside those thermal vents, the volcanic vents that you see on the floor of the ocean occasionally, and it'll, using heat, convert that into energy that can be used by our base. Now, we just have to find one of those thermal vents close to where we're building the big base near the island, on the island. If you're new, welcome. I'm trying to build a base above ground, at least somewhat, in this game, which is not usual, I think. Let's try again and see what else we get. See these little green spores? I'm not happy with that. Everything that's bright lime green now, I tend to think must be part of the infection of the world. Maybe it's not. Feels a bit infected in here, you know what I mean? These things look a bit stingy, don't they? Again, living in Australia teaches a thing or two about stuff with tentacles. A water filtration machine sounds like a handy thing to have. So we'll have that. What else can we scan around here?
New blueprint acquired. Oxygen.
I nearly did it. I'm probably going a little too deep too soon in this game, but I am determined to build a decent base, and to do that, you kind of need to grab stuff early. What's this? Oh, bed. We'll have a bed, yes thanks. I've nowhere to put the bed really, but we'll have a bed. What's in this?
New blueprint acquired.
Ultra high capacity tank. Yes!
Blueprint acquired.
Oh, I'm stung. I knew they'd sting me. Let's sit comfortably in our sea moth here and see what we need to make a high capacity tank. An ultra high capacity tank, no less. Oh, there it is. Modification station. Oh, I need lots of things that I don't have to make it. The lithium is not the biggest problem. The modification station is. I don't think I even have the blueprint for that, so that's a little disappointing. We can't go for an ultra high capacity tank just yet, but we can when we're ready. A drooping stinger. It's an unfortunate name, mate. Don't sting me, please. What else have we got in this place? I drown very quickly around here, so get out of me way. Another PDA sitting in a corner upstairs.
Integrating new PDA data.
And in the safety of the sea moth, we can see what it says.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father. And I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Y'all like to talk, don't yous? Ramble, ramble, ramble. Marguerite sounds like a bit of a badass, doesn't she? Maybe we'll meet her someday, despite the fact that he reported that both Marguerite and his father were dead. I'm not sure I trust Bart. I don't know. I don't know why. It's not that I remember anything from the story previous, it's just... As a matter of fact, I don't remember a thing from the story. I think I might have just gone around and made bases and had fun and not bothered with the story. So I'm learning all this along with you guys. And it's a bit of crack. But Bart, don't know if I trust him. What do you think? As you could see, I was down in that hole, as I said previously, to do something else as well. I was looking for lead. For I have... Nout. None. Not a bit. I did pick up, of course, as you see here, a diamond. There's some diamonds down there. There's a little bit of lithium down there. There's a bit of gold down there. It's worth going down there for sure. Although it's very risky at the moment with the gear that I have. So I have to go looking elsewhere for lead. The reason I want lead, let me go into this and take my, where is it? This thing, and swap that into this, there, and then do the thing, and then show you this. And now, yes, because we're building lots of foundations and they take lead for some reason. So I need to find sandstone, I think, outcrops, and get lead. Bear with me, I'm going to do that, and we'll head back and meet at the big base. See you there. time lapses in Subnautica. That's a bit of crack, isn't it? Well, you should have seen through all that if you could keep your eye on all the madness happening. I stopped as I was going back and forth and picked up a few bits and pieces, namely lead to add. Isn't that lovely, by the way? The sun coming up or going down or something. I'm not quite sure. I will scan you, bird-looking thing. Eventually, you will be scanned. Let's go back in and let's talk about what's next for this big base. Because I started something. Thank you. Welcome aboard every time. Welcome aboard, Captain. Thank you. Yeah, I started something here and I've changed my mind. What I was going to do is put lockers all the way down on the walls, you know, all the way down along. That's no good because I want windows in this thing as previously discussed. So we're going to go eventually, bear with me, okay? Eventually, we're actually going to go with the lockers, the standing lockers. So they stand out on the deck here and won't be on the walls so that we can put an old window in and it'll look half decent as a base and not just like big Lego bricks sitting on top of each other. Now, the other thing I want to do here is put in, of course, a fabricator. We'll do that right now. I'm sure I have the makings of. And that is a titanium, a gold, and a table coral sample. Oh, table coral. See, now, making this choice has repercussions because the table coral, there's none around this area. And it's an example of something that isn't around this area. But then there's lots of things that might be around the area and other things aren't. It was gold, right? Bit of gold, bit of titanium, and then keep opening, keep closing, keep opening, keep closing. There's one table coral. I better stock up on that when I can. So let's make our fabricator and put it in. Big black thing on the, now, not sure. I'll put it beside it. There. And then beside that can go titanium and copper ore for the radio. So let's do that now as well. Titanium, thank you. Oh, I something made me open that and close it and open it and close it and that's what it was. I have a mammy look, not a daddy look. Okay, what am I looking for now? Is the question. Titanium and copper ore, wasn't it? That's gold. Don't tell me you have no copper. One piece of copper ore. This was not planned. I mean, if it was planned, I'd have more, surely. Right, we'll put this in. Right there. And thus, we have a radio. Grand. Okay, we're good. Now, before I go clicking on radio, which we'll do in a minute, let's have a look outside. Beautiful day. Happy flying birds around our land-based base. Say that 3 times fast. I've been thinking about taking this bulbo tree out more than a couple of times. It is in the way. Oh, Scanny, come back, scan. Come. Oh, that was so close. I can get up the ladder. He's gone. One of these days. Shakes fist that bird. All right. What was I doing? Putting in more foundations. That's right. I need the makings. Hang on. Come here to me. Oh, we got him. We got him. A sky ray. Doesn't he look ridiculous? Let's have a little read of sky ray. A bird-like head, feathered wings which enable it to fly. Aye. Is it a fish though? Commonly found circling floating structures and rarely venture far out to sea. Yeah. Oh, is this island floating? It didn't seem floating to me. It seemed to go all the way down. Anyway, I haven't been to the bottom, I suppose. They will perch on dry land but are prone to flee on approach. Yeah. Wings, diet, seed-based. Presence may indicate nearby dry land. And so it does. Okay, we have some of these foundations to build, and as I was saying, you will have seen in the time lapse that I picked up a few bits and pieces as I was going back and forth, and some of that was lead to add to our titanium in order to make more of these things. Because plan is to build out this way first. Not last, but first. No power. Okay, we'll replace the battery. I've got one spare. Here's one I made earlier. Look at that for professionalism. See, I've got this large base there, and I'm going to put another one right next to it to begin with. I might build up, I might build out, I might build all sorts of directions and places once I have the resources. But this is just early days planning so that I can see it can actually go there. And it will. I think it'll sit beside the other one. But now, before I go any further with building and putting in base elements, I've been focused a lot on the base, and I'm happy now that I've got the location down. I've got the basic layout in my mind. It might work out, it might not. And I've got a little bit of storage here. I haven't completely broken down the original base, but mostly I've got everything out of it that I need to, for sure. So what I'm going to do right now is put some of this stuff away, and then we'll click on that radio and see what we see. Okay, story elements. Are we ready? Are we steady? Here we go.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9.
Oh dear.
9.
The Germans are
hours.
coming to save us.
Continue to monitor for emergency
9.
transmissions from other life pods.
Okay. Okay. That was less dramatic than I thought it might be. And we have to wait for the next message. Okay. I thought it was going to send me somewhere to look for something. None of that happened. We must wait. More waiting. Hurry up and wait. Okay, I'll go off and get more stuff in the meantime. So I didn't get far before something weird happened. You alright there, mate? You having a hard time? I cannot kill it, but I can scan it. And it might be a good opportunity to get that scanned. Little biter. He's got 2 sets of eyes. Assessment, avoid packs. Try not to bleed. Yeah. I'll bleed you, you little bleeder. And it's good opportunity. How dare, how could he possibly? You're on land. How did you bite me? You're the vulnerable position at the moment. Look, he's got a little one of those fishing things out of his head for the deep sea fish, usually. So what are you doing up here? Bioluminescence is the word that I was searching for. He's also got amazing teeth. Anyway, enough of that. I'm off again. Let me show you, before I go off to try and get more lead, I want to show you some of my thoughts, my early game thoughts on expanding underwater as well. So we're all on the same page. This side of the island has some ledges on, and I think that's probably going to be handy for building some stuff on. We can build out over the edge of the cliff here in order to give us room to get in with any subaquatic vehicles that we may have. And then maybe we can put some... Oh, what's that? Maybe we can put some grow beds down here for underwater plants and make it look kind of pretty. Do a bit of a Minecrafty thing and put in some details so that it looks nice as much as possible in this game. Let's have a look at this. What is this? It is Cyclops engine fragment. Well, now the Cyclops, as far as I'm aware, is like an end game thing. It's a really... There, look, you can see it now. It's a very, very large submarine, which would be cool to have. I have a funny feeling like you can... That's 1 of 3 for the engine fragments. But if you have the engine fragments, that's not all you have to get. What's in these things, by the way? These are shale, I think. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly what you can get from each thing. That's diamond. I haven't had any use for diamond yet, but I'll take it if I find it. Okay, so now you know, you have an idea that I'm planning to put some stuff on this ledge here, and as we get down deeper, there's some other places that it kind of pokes out a little bit. Over here, for example. And there's a cool cave down here. We can explore that. We can maybe put some more grow beds there, or, you know, a room or two connected to the main base, or have it separate. There's ideas and things that can be done. You get the idea now? Let's get started. Every time I get going, I discover something else, and so I apologize if it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I say I'm going off to do this thing and get... What was that? Did you see that? Anyway, I declare I'm going off to do a thing, and then I pull you back in doing something completely different. I'm going to, I guess, apologize for that, but you're going to have to get used to it, because it's probably going to happen a lot. There's a thing here that is... Oh, okay, well that was not worth all that spiel at all, because I had that already. But I will be pulling you back in so that you'll see things. There's a fella over there glitching through walls. Do you see him? That's a little weird. He's kind of ghostly in a way. Alright, moving swiftly on. There are stalkers around this area. I'm not far from the base now. So that's good. We have a source of teeth, should we need it. And I've found some more goodies here.
100 meters.
Okay, 100 meters.
Decreased.
Indeed. A shame you can't turn that off. Not that I've found, at least. Let's see what we've got in these. Nothing in there. Anything in this? You can't be putting down multiple boxes with nothing in, surely. Another mobile vehicle bay fragment. Wouldn't be able to find them if you were looking for them. As I'm re-traveling this space between the new base and the old base, I went back and forth, and I was mainly looking for... Sorry, bladderfish. I guess it's only fair if I go and pick you up. Is he still alive? Did you survive a car crash, mate? Oh, not for long. Yeah, so I was mainly looking for lead. So there was a lot of things that I passed by and purposefully didn't look at. So I'll look at some of those now and pick some of them up. I also need to get more of these bladderfish and a peeper or two, because I'm getting hungry and thirsty. But it's good to see and good to note that they are around the new base location, because I really wasn't sure what was going to be available as resources and what we were going to have to, you know, stock up on and keep in the base. Oh, in the right hand corner there, we have an indication that we have a new message. So I'll go back and prepare my lunch. Oh, what's this?
Calorie intake recommended.
Exactly, I am starving. So I better go back and have lunch. We have a new creature though. This is right on the edge of a biome that I've seen in the distance already. Kind of a mushroom looking biome. And these laddies, I don't know if they're friendly or not. They remind me a little creepily of the facehuggers from Alien. I'm sure they're okay. Come back. You run away. Come back. Just get scanned. That's all. I just want to scan you. Okay. I better go back and have me lunch.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life.
Indeed.
Picking up faint Altera vehicle signatures.
Right, there's stuff in there to be investigated. Gotcha.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Indeed, my vital signs are now stabilizing because I've had my lunch. A little bite to eat and a drop to drink. So, I didn't get a lot of lead. As a matter of fact, I got none on my little expedition there. But we did get a new message, so let's play the new radio message and see if we can progress.
Playing pre-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn
Hi,
us this
Ozzy.
might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull.
Sounds grim.
Get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
We have a new location. There it is. Life pod 17. 100 meters. I guess that's 100 meters below the surface, not 100 meters away. Stranded near a cave system and under attack. 1387. That's meters away. Look at that. Moving. Yep. Okay. That's a fair ways away. This is the choice I made. Let's go investigate. We're coming up on this shipwreck now. I did stop by the life pod there and made myself some extra water and a couple of extra batteries because we're running low. And that's the beauty now of having a couple of spaces that we can go to if we're stuck. Not just the main base, but that life pod now acts as a life pod, I suppose. There's something broken there, part of the hull, I guess. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly dangerous around this area. There's a PDA that I can see in there. Let's go investigate. Oh, this is a sea moth fragment. Okay, well, I'll take the titanium, why not? And then in here, nothing of note except the PDA by the looks of it. So let's see what happened to these poor folks.
Integrating new PDA data.
I don't know, by the way, just so you know, this is behind the scenes stuff, okay? Anybody who wants pure immersion, close your ears. You're new. Sorry, distraction. I don't think I've seen this fish before. A what? A Reginald. Hello, Reginald. You got a big eye, mate. Have I seen you before? Spadefish. I probably saw them in passing, but I don't think I've scanned them. Thank you, Spadefish. Let's have a look at Spadefish. Spadefish and then Reginald. Edible, high calorie count. Dull green, filters algae and other plant. High calorie count, you say? Come here to me, Reginald. I'm going to see how many of the calories you have.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Indeed. Let's go back to the sea moth and then listen to what the PDA has to say. Finally. Alright, Ozzy. Speak to us.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Oh, Ozzy. Such a shame. Torn out of your comfortable life aboard the Aurora. To whinge and cry and act like a child on the bottom of an ocean before you met your end. Perhaps you should have done more about your situation, rather than just complaining about it. I'm being a little hard on Ozzy. But you know, it is what it is. My battery's about to run down on the sea moth. Just in case you're fretting about it, no need for any tension. I have a spare. I did make one ahead of time. I am ready. So I'm looking at the depths of this cave. And you needn't worry if I go venturing down into it, which I will. I'm going to finish my thought. I was saying that behind the scenes, every time I pick up a PDA, for some reason, no other notification from, you know, Mrs. Woman that talks to me is as loud as a PDA found noise. And I have to go in and edit it, like lower it in editing every single time. It blows the ears off you. Don't know why. Can't find a way in game to change that without changing other things. So that's such is life.
Warning.
Look at this.
Maximum depth reached.
Oh.
Hull damage imminent.
Don't be damaging me hull. Can't go very deep. But look at all these cave worms. Mushroom snake. Mushroom snakes. Right, that's right. Lots of places to look at down here, and there's that. Shall I try getting to it? I'm going to be eaten by snakes, 100%. But sure, you know,
Passing 100
that's fun in life, isn't it?
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yep.
Passing
Hello, snakes.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Another PDA. Anything else? Just PDAs, lads. Oh, this can be scanned. A floodlight. Oh, good. Maybe it's better than the little light we had. Nothing else that I can see.
New blueprint acquired.
New blueprint acquired. See, that's a reasonable level. To me, even. But when I pick up the PDA, you won't hear this.
Signal location uploaded to PD. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
That actually wasn't as loud as usual. It's just trying to make a liar out of me. But either way, you won't know because I'll have changed it in post, one way or the other. New PDA data to listen to. Talk to his boss. At 17, it's Degassi. These guys. Is it more of the people who were down in the other end of? I think it's the other end of this cave. It looks similar. Okay, environmental log. User Paul Torgal, that's Elder Torgal, right? Requested cross-referencing of local environment scans with ideal habitat construction conditions. Display results. Large subterranean cavern with multiple entrances. Ah, I was not wrong. Conditions support a unique microcosm, hello, of predatory life forms. Minor structural instability in cave walls. Oh, are they going to collapse on us? Extensive resource deposits. See, that's what's... It's making me tingle. I want to get down there and get some resources. I know there's good stuff down there. Average environment safety rating, C. That's not helpful. I have no idea what that means. Optimal habitat site safety rating, B. Excellent. Site 7 has been selected as the optimal habitats construction site for the following reasons.
30 seconds.
Of what? 30 seconds of what? Why am I? I'm in. Oh no. Hang on. Panic. Get out. Okay, take a deep breath. Go in here. I've got that. Put that there. Swap it out. Now get in. Crisis averted. Oh. Okay, so my oxygen was running out because the battery ran down in the sea moth and it wasn't producing oxygen for me as I was having a little read. What a way to die. Okay, it's fine. I prepared ahead of time and it worked. It's not often that happens, so I'd like an applause, please. Standing ovation if you don't mind. As I was saying, medium distance from predatory organisms, stable foundations which to build ready access to materials, a signals tracking the site has been created. I'm not sure. I think they might be talking about the site that I discovered already by accident. But it might be a different site. How do I get back out of here? Hang on. Hello, that's just roof. This is that was how we got in. There it is. There's a hole. It's so easy to get turned around and to get stuck in these places. But anyway, we have discovered Life Pod 17. And I was trying to figure out how to navigate my way around the map here and use the signals that we got, the beacons and whatnot. And one thing that I've learned in the meantime is that you can go in here and there's a beacon manager. And see, it's got all the little notifications that we've got. Signal proposed. So that's the habitat. So I can turn that on and off. So everything here now should be visible. So I can see the sea moth if I'm out of it. That's the habitat. Part of this cave system, I'm guessing. And that's the habitat that we were at near the base. Gotcha. And then this LivePod 17 will remain here as beacons in their own right, if you don't mind, so that we can navigate around a little easy. And then the sweet thing, of course, is that I can come in here. I can just turn them off if I don't want to see them. Very, very useful. In the meantime, whilst I was making my water and my extra batteries, we got a new radio signal. One thing I do not have is a beacon for the base. I need to do that when we get back, for sure. I can find the island, it's not difficult, but we can get back. So here, we have a radio over here at the life pod. Might as well use it, seeing as we're up next to it. How are we doing, by the way? Are we enjoying the videos? Is this good for you? Is there anything you'd like to see? Anything you want me to do more of or less of or tweak or anything like that? I'm just here making stuff for you. You might as well pitch in your ideas. Right, here we are. We're going in to see what this radio has to say for itself.
Playing pre-recorded distress call.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
What do you mean? You're not going to tell me where it is? LifePod 6 transmission origin. Yeah, okay. A distress signal received, blah, blah, blah. Photographic data has been downloaded and analyzed. So this is it. It's in one of these biomes with the red grass. I know of the location of a couple. One is right next to us. Crew requested assistance navigating, sunk approximately 100 meters, so it's not very far down. An area dense with red grass near a number of natural arches and rock stacks. Okay, yeah. Transmission origin approximately 400 meters northwest of LifePod 4's last known location. I don't have LifePod 4 yet, though. Maybe I need to wait until we find LifePod 4 and then I can find this. I'll have a little look, like over here, because this is the biome that they're talking about, or one of them. I know there's more than one, but look, stacks, arches, red grass. Can anybody... oh, no, don't mind my driving. Can anybody see a life pod? There is some wreckage in the distance. Have I been here? Is this something to scan? Let's just have a look. Seamoth fragment. Let's just get this. I love that every time I stop, it seems... oh, maybe we do a little repair. Every time I stop, some of those bitey fish just bash their heads against the hull for no good reason. He's just here. Tud. Okay, any life pod? Can you see it and I can't see it? There's the big hole again. Look at that. Why is music getting ominous? I don't like that. I don't see it. If I pass by another one of these biomes while scooting about, I'll have a look. I'll let you know if I find it. The life pod, that is. But in the meantime, I think the smart play is to wait until we have found life pod 4 and then use that for the directions that it gave us. I think that's probably what we're supposed to do, given that it gave us those directions. So we have to wait for our next radio message. In the meantime, I can go... Speak of the devil! In the meantime, I was going to go looking for lead. I'll never get me lead. Ooh, look, that might be lead. I'm going to do it.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Silver. Hey, stop it! Those bloody shooty things. Look, there's sharks having a fight. It's all going off in this location. I've lost me Seamoth. Ugh. There it is. We might as well keep trundling along. Since I spent 2 episodes putting together the foundations of a base, we might as well push the story a little bit in this episode, don't you think? Nod if you agree. Okay, let's go back to the life pod and get our next message. Isn't it ironic that I built the radio over in the new big base and I'm back here getting all the radio messages from our original spawn location. Listen, come for me in the comments if you like. Here we go. That's the fabricator. Clickety.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting.
What?
Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other
Agents.
agents.
Have I found myself in the Matrix? What is happening? What was that? I'm being hunted. I'm assuming it's like 9 things have been discovered. That's going to be 9 life pods, right? From the Aurora. 9. Am I being hunted by an alien? Look at that glorious peeper jumping in the distance and distracted by peepers. Hunted by aliens. That thing that was in my mind, was that an alien appearing to me? Threatening me? It gets deeper and deeper, the mystery. I'm going looking for lead, get my mind off it. Six. I found it. Found the life pod. That was pure by accident. I was over there getting some lead. And I've come across it. Okay. Big hole in the top. Nobody has fared particularly well, it seems. I'm not sure I'm going to come across survivors.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
There's a thing there to collect. Let's look at the PDA first. Flares. You know what? Oh, are you kidding me? Inventory full. Oh no. I'll have to get rid of something because it's lead I'm after and there's some literally just sitting here. What do I not want? I mean, there's titanium's the easiest thing to get in the world. Pick up the lead. Pick up the PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
See, that was super loud. I'm going to stop talking about that now, but that... Anyway. Let's listen to the PDA.
What are you doing? You were gone so long. I thought you drowned. Put the flare down. I was going to try and attract someone's attention. That's not a distress flare. Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
Right. So that was just some gobshine's fault. That was... Oh, look, a battery. That was no animal that caused this. Or the accident is just some Scotswoman being unfortunately kablamoed. Abandoned PDA. Another PDA. Hang on.
Integrating new PDA data.
Listening. That's the same one. This one.
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger. Where are the rescue teams? The Aurora didn't make it. So, where are the rescue teams? They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the routes are radiated. So, what are you going to do? I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits. Out there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection. Don't worry. I'll go.
Right. You were unfortunately landed with one Karen, by the sounds of it.
Seek fluid intake.
Karens can be lethal, it seems. I always thought they were just annoying. We have a new radio message as soon as I got back home. I was just thinking to myself, any of you who know me from Minecraft know that I like to be more organized than this. Everything is just jumbled in everywhere. I will sort it out once we get the storage system up and running the way that I like it. Okay. Next thing, I wanted to check these little guys. Reginald's are 16 food, minus 10 water. That's not great. Oh, my peeper decomposed. That's not a sentence I expected to say. But anyway, decomposing cooked peeper. I mean, is it gone or not? Let's eat it and find out. Seems fine. Rotten versus decomposing. Decomposing is fine. Alright, well that's crappy food. I need to find a raw peeper to check what it is in relation to Reginald. Got a sleeping one. And so peeper is 12 food and Reginald is 16. But it's minus 10 waters versus minus 7 waters, so you're kind of paying for it with water. I scanned a water maker though, a desalination plant or something, which I'm just thinking is a problem because I'm above water, so chances are I have to put it below water. That might be a problem. We'll figure that out later. I don't have the makings of it anyway. Let's see what radio has to say.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attached. Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Send immediate what? Burial detail? Is that what it said? Doesn't sound promising. All my stuff is... I don't want to make more storage lockers because I'm not settled on these. I'm just going to carry with me what I have. We'll sort that when I get back. But I want to go looking for LifePod 13, which is 1,300 meters in that direction. Let's go. We haven't really discussed these guys. That's what they do all day. They fart. They create fart blossoms. And that is toxic, as you might imagine, to swim through, and it does you damage. But I haven't scanned one yet. I guess I should try and scan them. Come here to me. Don't fart in my face, Mr. Gasopod. Oh, you seem very upset by the whole ordeal. Hold still, it'll be over in a minute. There you go. Good man, well done. Can I? Oh, I can pick those up. Gas pod. An acidic compound produced by the gas pod may be repurposed. Does that mean I can make something out of it? That's the first time I've seen that. Interesting, interesting. Let's continue on. Oh, by the way, I stopped by the life pod and made some food for the journey, because I had otherwise forgot. And look, when you cook a peeper, it gives you 30 food and 3 waters. But Reginald gives you 41 and a +1 water, which I think is higher before it degraded. I feel like it was 3 previously. Either way, far superior to the peeper. Unfortunately, not as viable a food source because there's not as many of them around. Anyway, onwards to LifePod 13. Okay, we're getting closer to LifePod 13 now, and we're back to this mushroom-looking biome with the facehuggers in. And must be... I feel like the other one we were in was closer to the base, so there must be multiples. Okay, let's check out what's going on with LifePod 13. Nothing I can see around the immediate periphery. Is there a hole in? Yeah, as with all the others. A big hole. In your LifePod, mate.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Indeed. Okay, we have our PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Let us listen. Data downloads, Aurora Survivors, LifePod 13, play.
Live pod launch sequence initiated.
planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
What?
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
He sounded like an interesting bloke. 30 seconds, yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, nothing against any of you in the audience that may be of a religious fervor type, but in my humble opinion and experience, very little good comes of it, and that guy seemed to think he was God, or that God was speaking, or a God was, or the gods, or Thor was his bestie. I don't know what was going on with him, but it didn't sound too healthy. Is there a chance, without having to go back and reread that, because I don't think maybe I grasped all of it, but is there a chance that he caused the explosion that brought down the Aurora? Jump into conclusions perhaps, but he sounded quite happy about the whole explodey situation. Is that just me? By the way, this is a little aside, but do you see these things here? There's quite a few of them knocking around. You will probably have already seen me pass some. Not necessarily exactly this particular type, but what they are is creature eggs. And I have not collected any because I'm unsure what to do with them at the moment. But there's this, look, it looks like a nice little embryo. Very cool. There's different types, different shapes for the different creatures, I imagine. So if there's eggs, perhaps I can make omelets. Yes, that's the first thought. The second thought is maybe I can breed some creatures for some reason. Yet to be seen, yet to be known, but there you go. I thought I'd show you the eggs that are knocking around and quench your curiosity if you have been seeing them and didn't know what they were. Do I see light? It's just some creepy vine. I continue to search for more lead, that's silver again, because I want to try to complete the foundations of the base as soon as possible. And lead is, it's been difficult to get my hands on. It's consumed the majority of this episode, being the background mission that I've been on, I suppose, throughout the entire thing, which is good. Always keep a background mission. I don't know what I'm talking about. Lead? Is there more lead in this? Get the lead out. Bloody copper. Oh, hey, what the? Is there some messy sand sharks? Gary. I thought, by the way, off camera, I was going through the editing, and I called this guy Gary for some reason. It's just what came to mind. And I called the stalkers Bruce because they're shark-like, and sharks are Bruce. But there is an actual Gary fish in this game, so apologies if that's confusing. I'm not going to change it though. I have made a beacon. In fact, I have made two. I've got a spare one in here, which I'll bring with me, and if I discover interesting things, I can put it down. I'm doing what I said I would do. Look at me. Now here's the question. Can this be placed underneath the base? Oh, it can. It goes on land. Land is allowed. I'm very surprised that any of this works, to be honest. I'm so sure the developers just thought, we made a lovely underwater-based game. Build your base underwater. And look at me. Going against the grain. Okay, edit the name. For now, we'll call it Home Base. And, of course, as usual, you can have your say and give me your ideas for what you want to call Home Base. And usually only one or two or maybe three people at most. That was me trying it before and I thought I failed, but it actually went down. Great. So now we have a beacon. Oh, I was saying, yeah, 2 or 3 people actually put in their ideas when I called for it. So you have a good chance of having your idea heard and taken up. If I don't like it, I'm not using it. Just so you know. Let's go now and make more foundations. That's what I've decided. I think I'm running out of battery for my foundation maker. Where might that be? Oh, I have just changed the battery. Just to call myself a liar. So let's put down some more of these. Foundations like there. And there. How's that looking? I might leave the blueprints actually, you know, where they're supposed to go for now. And then we can fill them in. I'm not sure I have enough lead for all of that. I'm going to go and see in the house if I have enough. Ironically, I think I might be running out of titanium before I run out of lead this time. Oh no. More lies. Let's see how many I can do there. I can also put away some of the many silvers that I've collected and golds in my hunt for lead along the way. That'll come in handy later, I'm sure. Look at us making progress. Whilst making progress with the story. Do I have enough for one more? Maybe? Yes, I do. I got all of them built. Look at me go. Alright, that is ugly, but nonetheless, it'll come together in the end. I wish I could hop up on top of it. I suppose I could put a hatch there, but I don't. I want to put another one of these right there, which I need plasteel for. That's more titanium and lithium. So that'll be coming next to expand a little further, make the base a little bigger. But in the meantime, I've had another notification from the radio, so we can go hunting for another life pod. Or get our ears assaulted by an alien, whichever comes first. Radio time!
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway.
Oh, well, that's not happening.
Ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data
Ooh,
shows the high
sandwich.
security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll
Becky,
just take
can
the
you...
the regular.
The regular.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have a regular as well, please.
She doesn't?
Are you listening to me? I want a regular.
Regular. She's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code
I don't know
should
what
be
my regular is.
2679.
Becky knows.
The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Regular's not ham and cheese. How boring is that? Was that it? That was the whole message. And I didn't get a sandwich. If Becky doesn't bring me a sandwich, I'm gonna complain to Altera's HR department, right? I mean, it's one thing to land me on a hostile alien planet, but to mention sandwiches and not bring me a sandwich. It's one thing to not bring me a sandwich, that's fine. But don't give me the hope of a sandwich and then take it away. Is he dead? No, he's just sleeping. Just decided to not be bitey for a minute. I was heading... here was me heading out to the next location. They didn't give me a location. That was just a useless message. I'll continue getting titanium then. For the plasteel. For the next section of the base. I'm going to look down here, right in front of the base. Now that I can go down 200 meters. At least with the sea moth. Hello. You're covered in green stuff. I guess it doesn't matter. What's your name? Because you're not Gary and you're not Bruce. I didn't understand that. I don't understand your language. I'm sorry, that's my bad. I should be more culturally sensitive, and gotten myself a phrase book at least before visiting your planet. But I didn't, and so don't go away, Mad. Just go away. There's more of these guys down here, and I'm getting to the limit of how far down I can go, and it's just a lot of the same. Yeah.
Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, hull damage, yeah. I guess I need to be able to go deeper. There is this. This is interesting. Let's have a look at this. It's like a big one of those floaties, isn't it?
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Ancient floater. Oh no!
Warning.
No. No. Oh, he was pushing it down below maximum depth limit. It nearly imploded. Mate, we just met. Is this the way? Is this the way you greet
Of the land masses
guests?
suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
Indeed, yeah. Are you leaving me alone? He's leaving me alone. I best get out and do a repair job. Pretty quick, smart. Oh, there we go. That was really close. Here comes another one. These guys don't like me. I'm friendly, you know? Okay. Sea moth rescued. That would have been a disaster, completely. Right, Micro, stop getting distracted maybe and just go get your titanium. Stop going to dangerous places. Salted pepper is particularly good. We have a new message. Play message.
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
This is Officer Keen in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Life Pod 19. Second Officer Keen. It's quite a ways away. It's 300 meters down as well, so now I have to consider I can get 200 meters down into Sea Moth. Do I chance swimming down the rest of the way? Sea Glide is at almost full charge. I'm voting we give it a shot. Famous last words.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Moth. Sea moth. Why moth? Moths are not known particularly for their speed or agility, underwater especially. I guess they're kind of agile. If you're trying to escape a bat. Sea moth. These are the thoughts that go through my head as I'm traveling boring distances to get to places. We are almost here because some of that 500 is 300 meters down, isn't it? Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location makes me think, where's the captain in all of this? Oh, hello, mate. We haven't heard from the captain, have we? And who is it? Am I? I mean, I am captain now. But who is captain? I guess we'll find out. Shouldn't jump ahead. Now, I can go down 200 meters before I turn into that sandwich that was supposed to be brought to me but never was. I'm not bitter. I'm just... They could have not mentioned the sandwich, you know? I might be hungry. Okay, so there's a hole and I have to go into the hole. The hole makes it worse, doesn't it? Are my lights even on? No, they're not. Already. Why can't I just read the thing at the top like a normal person? 199 is a bit close.
This region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Oh, That doesn't sound good, does it? I'm a biodiverse. A bio. I am diversely bio. There is biodiversity within me.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We like that, biodiversity. Okay, take a deep breath. And grab the sea glide. And down, down, down we go.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
That's very green. What is that? Hello, 19. What have we got around you? PDA there. Grab it. Move up.
Integrating new PDA data.
So loud. Okay. I'm going to... I'm scared of drowning, so I'm going to sit in the vehicle before opening this. Alright, Keen. Talk to us.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Life pod detached to Cape Planet Fall in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but...
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one
Oh,
piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
Wow. There I was questioning where the captain was in all of this. If I'm honest, thinking, you've kind of abandoned your post here, mate. I should have heard from you by now. Some notification, something to indicate that you were in control. He's going to sacrifice himself. No, he can't. He did. He sacrificed himself for the good of the Aurora crew. Give them the best chance possible. I salute you, random captain without a name. I salute you. Big breath. Out we go. Grab the sea glide.
200 meters.
I just want to see if there's anything else in this pod. Nothing else around it. That's an egg and a bit of lithium. Don't really have more room for anything right now. Nothing. Ah, come on, give us something. Anything. Came all this way for one data bank. In fairness, it's a cool part of the story. Oh, go on, I'll take the lithium then. Oh, there's quite a bit of lithium down here. I don't know. The captain, did he do the right thing, folks? I don't know if it sounded like he bought anybody very much time. But he did try, didn't he?
Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen. Oh. It goes so quickly down there. I think that's it. So, they said land. There was like a meeting point, right? On land. Let me read that again. I do a landmass at the attached coordinates. Do I have the coordinates? Life pod. Decasia, life pod, home base. No coordinates. But it did say in the other piece. Codes and clues. Here we go. A set of blueprints to the Aurora's main computer. There is a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters, located behind the prawn bay. Prawns, you see, from which the blueprints should be accessible. The code is 2679. So we have to go to the Aurora. Set of blueprints to the Aurora's main computer. So do I get to make a main computer? So that is... Sounds like we have to go to the Aurora. He was also talking about a landmass south? Oh, oh! Oh, oh, that's all happening. Honestly, didn't see that because I approached underwater. But this is the island that I was on already. On the first episode. The big island with the place up there that we heard about. The Degassi people meeting their end. So I've already been up there. But this was the place where they all were supposed to meet. It doesn't sound like it all worked out, did it? But we also have a new message incoming. So, here's the plan. I head back to base, get my plasteel, put together the second big room for the base itself. Once that's done, we check our new message and then prepare to go to the Aurora. I'm not sure what that preparation looks like right now, but I'll have a think about it on the way home. Oh, I'm gonna have to make another fuel cell for this as well. Look, I'm on 33 powers. I'm going to need more than that. So that's number one, and then we do all the rest. Here's the thing in a box. I have to see what's the thing in the box.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Thank you for interrupting me yet again with an oxygen update. A laser cutter. Is this the last piece? Oh yeah! We got a laser cutter now.
Acquired.
Acquired. That was a big shadow. What was... That's me. That's my shadow. Okay. I keep telling you people that I'm not easily jump scared. I literally just jumped at my own shadow. Back to the plan. Oh look. Now that we have the laser cutter, as with all other things, we now get more of the same thing and lots of it. Look at these guys beating their head against the hull. Stop! So many biters. I really wish I could get these large chunks. I don't have the tools for it. Look how big that lithium is. Crikey. Ah, this must be where you all live. There's so many of you. Are you tasty by any chance? Come here to me. Oh, that's a spadefish. You can pick them up. Let me have a look. Spadefish are 8 food, 6 H. I'm gonna let you go, mate, because you're... No offense. You're not worth it. What about you? What is you? A shuttlebug. What a cute name. Come here, shuttlebug. I must scan you. I can't pick him up, so I can't eat him. Not worth it if I cannot eat him. What's with the shoals of the spadefish here, though? Oh, and there's another Reginald. I don't feel like Reginalds are worth catching if I can't catch a lot. Oh yeah, back to the plan. First part of plan complete. I'm surprised this planet hasn't been colonized. When you think about it, if we are a spacefaring civilization now, with the capability of traveling interstellar, if not intergalactic, we would be settling on other planets, wouldn't we? And this is obviously habitable. I mean, there's nasty predators and things about, and currently there's a fatal bacterial infection running wild across the planet, but these things can be worked around. You know, I'm surprised that there isn't a large civilization, you know, planted, colonized, whatever you think about that whole situation, onto the planet, because that's how we do when we do what we do. But we haven't do it here. No do it at all. Remember me saying, oh, I suppose I'll pick up that lithium? It brought me up to 4 pieces. I don't believe I have any more anywhere else. I've one more here. But without those 2 pieces that I picked up down there, I wouldn't have had enough for this. I need to collect what I need to collect whenever I see that it is ready to collect. However, I should have enough now to make 2 of these titanium ingots. Do I need 2 or do I need 4? Because I do. Hang on. I need 1 No, I need 2 plasteel ingots for the large room. I might need more titanium. No, I have enough. I have enough. Oh, phew. Okay. Thought I was short there. I'm a little tired of hunting for titanium right now. I would like to accomplish something. So, let's put down our second large room. All these large rooms are probably overkill, especially for the beginning of the game, but I don't care. Alright, large room. Big. Oh, in me way. Oh, is that... oh, it sits on top. It's everywhere, I have to say. The old building mechanics. Leave a little bit to be desired. Can you come this direction, please, mate, and go on top of the thing, but beside the other one, and connect nicely to it? Is that at all possible? Come on. Is that it? I'm gonna put it down there. We can take it. We can take it away if it's not right. I think that's it. I think that's it. Large room, Buzz. I kind of like the look of the, put one on top. It's not a today job though. Let's have a look at what that has done inside. Okay. Look at this. Large room. This large room. You know those large rooms that are like double large rooms? Alright, we have a number of doors. I was kind of hoping it would join up as one big room, but it's actually done bulkheads, which is fine. We can work with that for our layout. No problem at all. Alright, we have accomplished something. Base-wise. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'm thinking maybe we go up next. I might want another couple of these big rooms and put them on top for growing things in. Put a glass ceiling on them. That's, the idea that's in my head right now. I let it ruminate around in my brain. See if it sits nicely. If I decide I like it. In the meantime, we have a message to listen to. Ready to listen? Put on your listening ears.
This is Lifepod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
What's a data bank? I suppose it's something that is acquired. A distress signal, blah blah blah, for attached coordinates corrupted. Flotation devices active. It's not. Is it floating? I would have seen it, surely by now. Life pod located at sea level. Pod is in close proximity to radioactive fallout from the Aurora. So it's very close to the Aurora. They reckon it's floating? I don't know. Transmission origin approximately 150 meters northwest of the Aurora's port midsection. That's a weird way to give directions. Like, where are you starting from? The port midsection. Not the bow or aft. Okay. Alright, we'll find it. We'll find it. That's 150 meters from our life capsule. The reason that I'm looking at that is to get an idea of the distance we're talking about, because it has said it's 150 meters northwest of the Aurora's port midsection. Now, we're on the port side, so that's good. We don't have to go around the other side. Port is left, starboard is right, for those of you wondering. The only problem is that we don't know what northwest is. If we run on assumptions that this planet rotates in the same plane as the Earth, which is a large assumption because all planets don't do that, then the sun has been setting on this side, I think. So we'll call that west. So if we're at the port midsection, it's over here a bit, and north, in that case, would be this direction. Hello, mate. Lovely to have them just swimming about in the ocean, keeping us company. I feel like they're, you know, a good vibe to have around the place. Northwest. 150 meters being not very far. So let's get in a little closer. Boy, we do jump like a dolphin sometimes, don't we? It would be getting dark, of course. Let me see if are my assumptions wrong? Which direction is the sun? The sun is setting in that direction. We have a new message. Tell you what we'll do. Instead of having to assume the direction that the planet is spinning, we'll go to the mid-port side of the ship, and then I'll search both directions that may be north. Bear with me. Oh, there it is. I was trying to get my bearings with the ship. It is floating. I don't know why I doubted that so much, but I did. It is floating. Upside down. That doesn't bode well for you, mate. Another great big bloody hole. How are you all getting holes in your hulls? All exactly the same size and shape. As if you had to make a model. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Okay, we get a first aid kit, which is unusual that we get anything other than just the PDA and these things. Oh, and a data box. What's in this? Creature decoy.
New blueprint acquired.
Acquired. Creature decoy. Oh, we can decoy creatures now. I don't know what that means. Abandoned PDA, let's do our listening.
Integrating new PDA data.
A double trouble. Life pod 4 crew log. Surely they survived and are living happily somewhere close by.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
And presume I will, mate. I don't like the fact that you're saying there's nasty leviathans right here, where he did this. That's being leviathaned. I don't feel so safe anymore. Anyway, they didn't do very well. What exactly? He's retrieved the data box with the creature decoy, da. So I got that. It didn't work though, so I don't know how useful it is. Okay. Well, plan completed. And now for a new plan. Because I have with me, I've had with me, a fire extinguisher. That's right, and you can see what I may be planning, because this thing is very on fire. So I imagine, given that they give us a fire extinguisher, apart from the first scene in the game, it's surely going to be useful on this ship. And that's where we're headed next. So in the next episode, we'll board the radioactive and currently aflame Aurora and see what we can find, including that captain's quarters that we have the code for. because there seems to be something good in there. Fingers crossed we find it, and we don't die in the meantime. Until then, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Slán go fóill.